We're going to start building a multi-page website now. It's going to be based on the Ring of Gullion, a fascinating area of geological and cultural interest just north of Dundalk, between Dundalk and Newry. It's a multi-page website. We're going to start off building 3 pages, and as the next few weeks roll on, we're going to add in a page which will allow us to create a form and a couple of other things as well. Okay. When we're creating a multi-page website, we have to think of a few things. It's not just a one-off web page. Okay, we have to think about how do we tie these pages together. Okay, what content is going to be common? What text, what images, what sound, what video are we going to use on every page? And then what text, images, sound, and video are going to be unique to each page? Okay, similarly with the HTML, are we going to use the same header on every page? Are we going to use the same footer? Are we going to have the same links on every page? Are we using the same background image on every page? The answer to all those is probably yes. And then we've got the main bulk of the page, of each page, where we are very likely to have unique content for each of those pages. Okay, so these are some of the things we need to think about. Each page should be immediately recognizable as being part of this multi-page website. Okay, so we're going to use some particularly images and styles and content and tags to try and knit all these pages together so they seem to be part of a coherent whole, yet at the same time each page having its own individuality. Okay, the resources are in Moodle, but let's have a look at the finished product. Okay, and you can find screenshots of these on pages 2, 3, and 4 of the instructions, which are also in the resources. Okay, so here is the home page, history.html and culture.html. Okay, you should notice we are seeing common content there. Okay, the header, the background image. Okay. Up on top here in the tab, the title, and we've got this little symbol here called a fav icon. Okay, and that fav icon is actually the logo for the Ring of Gullion. Okay, so I'm using it here as a background. Here is Camlock itself, near the village of Camla, and then this outer dark purple area is the actual volcanic ring itself, a series of low mountains, many of which are pictured here in the header, and here is Camlock itself. Okay, so well worth exploring. This image which is up here is called a fav icon. I'm using a larger version of it here as a background image. I'm also using it as bullet points, and then finally I am using it to separate parts of the address. Okay, so this little icon or logo is a way to knit all the pages together. Okay, you'll notice different things as well about each page. Okay, the text here is different, the headings, the text here in the paragraphs is different, the image over here is different on each page, and the background color for this main area here is different on each page, and the background image of the headings as well, or sorry, the background color of the headings as well. Okay, so let's get started. In Moodle, you can download a zip file called Ring of Gullion Resources 2021. I'm not going to extract that. What I'm going to do is just, he says, hopefully, I just double click to get into it, and we see there's a folder inside it. Okay, surprise, surprise. Okay, so those are the resources. They're all here for you. What I need to do is follow the instructions on section 2, page 5. Okay, and the first instruction says to me, create a new folder called Ring of Gullion. So let me do that here. Okay, and we will create it so that we don't have any spaces between the words. Okay, like that. Okay, next instruction, download the Ring of Gullion resources and copy them into the new folder. So let me just, sorry about that, let me just open up the new folder there. and we are going to copy the resources in. Okay, so we'll do Control A to copy, or to select, Control C to copy, and then over on this side we'll do Control V to paste, or in fact just paste them like that. Okay, now I know I've got all the resources in the zip file, so I can easily access them again. So what I'm going to do here is, in my new folder, I am going to delete the resources I don't want here. These are other helpful resources, but they're not going to be used in making the actual web pages. Okay, so what we end up with there are 3 text files and 5 images. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to make a subfolder in here called images. Okay, and then we are going to move these images inside there. So what I want to do is select these individually. So I'm holding down the Control key each time I click. Okay, like so, and then I just drag them all into the images folder. Okay, so they're all in there. As well as having content which is structured using HTML, I'm also going to be styling that content. So I am going to store my style in another folder, and this time we are just going to call it CSS. Okay, CSS, cascading style sheets. A style sheet is just a file, and the idea of a cascade is that you can apply style to all parts of the web page, but you can apply some styles only to smaller parts. So a cascade is kind of like a waterfall, or if you imagine a tap being turned on at the top of the stairs, the water will slide down at all the different levels. So that's the idea. The style will be applied at all different levels of our tags. Okay, so we're ready to go now. We've got all our subfolders gone. We've got our images moved in. We've got our 3 text files. So let's actually look at those 3 text files and try and get a sense of the common content. Okay, so here is index.txt. Let me just move into history.txt. You should notice that the shape of the content here doesn't really change. Okay, I've got a line at the top, space, image tag, space, 3 links, space, and a heading. Okay, and that's true for them all. So we've got common content there, or we've got content structured in common, but then we've got unique content as well. Okay, so you should notice the very top is going to be the line that goes into our title tag. Okay, line 3 there is going to be the banner image, so that's going to go on top. That's the one that shows a picture of the mountains with the names of the mountains in it. We've got 3 links there. A stands for anchor. Okay, an anchor keeps something firmly in place. Okay, so we're going to keep the links in place, and you can see there the names of the 3 text files: index, history, and culture. They're going to be matched by index, history, and culture.html. Those are our 3 web pages. I've then got a relatively large text heading, in this case culture, line 9 in all cases. Then there's an image, and then there are some paragraphs in each page. Okay, and this text is going to be unique on each page. That there, ampersand m dash semicolon, that's just going to make a long dash. Surprise, surprise. This here, this is called a HTML special character. Okay, ampersand u acute, that puts an accent on the u, which gives us U fada, the Irish for hound. Okay, the hound of Cuchulainn. Okay, this is going to be a heading. This is going to be a series of bullet points, and so on. Okay, and finally at the bottom there's an address tag, and we've got another set of these special characters. Okay, what I'm highlighting there in line 50, ampersand NBSP semicolon. Okay, non-breaking space. It just adds in an extra blank space. So if you want to pad a line out with some extra blank characters, you can do that. And then ampersand hash 9728 semicolon, that just displays a sunburst little icon. Okay, so the address is going to be common. Here we are in culture.txt, and you can see the same is down at the bottom. And we've got different, we're going to have different content here in our bullet points. Okay,